Hey V-Team, Julissa here with some wellness updates. Now Andy told me that hosting up to speed is like riding a bike, but I think I may have taken his advice a little too literally.
No such thing. Let's do every meeting like this. Now put a little resistance on. Let's get some road under that wheel. Let's go.
Wow, I love that energy. I'm all about fitness and wellness, so Julissa, Sam, sign me up to join you for a bike ride anytime. But before we get into that conversation about annual enrollment, we want to take a moment to share some Hurricane Ian updates. To help victims of Hurricane Ian stay connected to family and friends, Verizon has deployed wireless emergency communication centers, also referred to as WECs, in areas of southwestern Florida impacted by the storm. These WECs are generator-powered mobile units that have device charging and computer workstations along with wireless phones, tablets, and other devices to contact family and other important contacts over Verizon's network. Check this out.
Hey V-Team, we're down here in Port Charlotte, Florida at the Town Center Mall. We're here in a parking lot with vendors all across the community providing much needed assistance and support for the Port Charlotte community. Right behind me is the Verizon response team. They've deployed our WEC to provide portable chargers free to the community so that they can stay charged up. We're also provided boosted cell service here so that folks can stay connected with their loved ones and work with insurance companies as needed.
I was communicating with people up in Massachusetts, where my family is, through the entire storm. I had no troubles until a little bit after the storm when all the power grid and everything went down, and I had troubles keeping my phone charged more than anything, but I've still been able to get internet and everything else through almost the entire storm. Even during the storm hitting, I was sending text messages and communicating. I have no generator and no power at my house. It's gonna be a while before I get any of that, so I'm down trying to charge up my phones, and I didn't even know that you guys offer the charging portable packs, so I'm grabbing a couple of those while I'm here, because that's huge. I was just up the street talking with my girl saying that somebody should be giving out these packs, and boom, I get down here and you guys have them, so that was awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
So far, these units have deployed to Port Charlotte and Fort Myers Beach, Florida. For exact addresses and times of operation, head over to today's story. Our network engineers on the ground remain focused on maintenance and repair for generators that have been running for days, keeping massive refueling operations in process to fuel permanent and temporary cell sites. Our Verizon Frontline Crisis Response Team remains deployed across Florida, providing mission-critical communication support to public safety agencies responding to Hurricane Ian at no cost to the supported agencies. They've also deployed more than 300 Verizon Frontline solutions, including drones, smartphones, routers, mobile hotspots, and portable satellite assets in support of emergency response operations in the region. For more timely updates on our network restoration efforts and the Verizon Frontline Crisis Response Team, check out our blog. You can find a link to it in today's story. Now, let's talk wellness. In the U.S., annual enrollment is upon us, and it's the perfect time to review our benefits plans for 2023. With more on that, I'll send it over to Julissa.
Sam, Kevin, thanks so much for joining me today on my first time in the saddle.
Well, I'm happy to chat, and I'm always happy to squeeze in a workout.
I hear there's some things we could do this month around health and wellness. Can you tell me a little bit about that, Kevin?
Sure. This is my favorite time of year. In the U.S., annual enrollment launches for our East Associates and then on the 17th for Management West Associates. Now's really the time to review our benefit plans for 2023.
What are some things the V-Team should keep in mind?
Well, there's no real plan changes this year, but it's the only time you can make changes to your coverage, so want to make sure that you have the right plans in place for you and your family. Verizon has some of the best coverage around. We cover the majority of costs for medical, dental, and vision premiums. And while costs around you keep going up, Verizon keeps picking up the tab.
Sam, what do you want the V-Team to know about our coverage?
First of all, our coverage is amazing. As Kevin said, it's something that I'm really proud of how rich our benefits are. We talk a lot about how benefits can be a huge differentiator in retaining talent and how we get more and more innovative about them. Certainly our annual enrollment talks about, our health and dental and vision, those kind of basics, but there's so much more when we think about benefits, and it's the extras that are super exciting. So let me share a couple of what those are. I'm a huge advocate for our time off. We have amazing flexibility and time off policies and practices, but use it. Use that time. This is a benefit that people have earned, and so taking advantage of those and really understanding how it breaks down. There are so many dynamics. And then we have some really cool stuff, right? Have you ever thought about when you're away from home getting dental care? We have something cool. It's coming soon, taking advantage of teledental services. So we're constantly innovating and building out these unique benefits that really help support our V-teamers wherever they are. And then next year, we're even going to be covering the cost for independent expert medical opinions, which is huge. We need those extra. It's getting more and more complex. And then drum roll, one thing we're doing off of feedback that has been a huge request in benefits, we're going to be offering pet insurance. So for all of you fur parents out there, it's finally here.
So our plans are great, and reviewing them is important. What else do we need to know?
Well, I've got a way for everyone to save $100. Anyone in the US who completes one of 5 wellness activities, things like completing a health assessment, taking a biometric screening, or even participating in a volunteer activity, can save on their 2023 medical contributions. Nearly half of employees did that last year, and really I want everybody to do something healthy for themselves and for their wallets.
Well, and let's not forget about freebies, Kevin.
Freebies are better.
Because we have other things, and this is those extras that I think it's really important that we make sure we're telling our people about how to use. So we have employee assistance. We have backup care. That's not just backup care while you're in the office, so check that one out. Flu shots, chronic joint pain therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, just a few, right? We've got a ton that are out there. And our goal is to just take care of the end-to-end holistic care of our V-teamers.
I love that. And I know that so much of what we do is shaped around feedback.
Oh, I love me some feedback, Julissa. So I think that specifically as human resources, we have an obligation and a responsibility to understand the feedback and the voice of our V-teamers. It's the one way we'll continue to make this an even better place to be and be the employer of choice. And so certainly we have continued to sculpt and design benefits with that feedback. And speaking of feedback, we are also getting ready to launch on the 17th the Q4 check-in for the Pulse. The big survey happened in Q2. This is our very quick check-in. So that will be happening on 17th. So let us know how we're doing. We look at all of that feedback to really continue to hone in and make it the best experience ever. And we want to know how you're feeling. So always let us know, and we're really excited for a healthy and strong 23.
Well, Sam, Kevin, thanks again so much for joining me today. V-Team, be sure to check out the article below the episode to get more details on what we discussed today. That's all from us, and until next time,
You're up to
speed.